Hello YouTube, DeGunNut here. Today I'm going to take a look at a couple of leather gun belts. I've definitely found a better belt. Literally, these belts are by a company called the Better Belt USA. You can find them online at betterbeltusa.com. So when I use a leather gun belt, these are the two that I typically go to. And I'm just going to start out with the black one here and set the brown one here off to the side. So if you go to a Better Belt's website, they have quite a variety. In fact, they've increased their variety quite a bit from when I ordered this belt. I ordered this belt probably, it was over a year ago already. This particular model is one of the less expensive models that they have. It's a Rough Rider, they call it. And the Rough Rider you can get in different colors, different thicknesses, and also with different reinforcements. I got the 1.5 inch black belt. This is my first gun belt, and I've had this belt now, like I said, for over a year, and it's really held up. I mean, you can see the only real wear is it kind of has a, kind of formed a little bit based on the holes that I typically use in the belt. You can see a little bit of increase in the size of a hole or two where I typically use it. But I mean, this one is held up really well. Inside what they call inside the waistband reinforced, outside the waistband reinforced. It's a 3-gun, which is reinforced with nylon 6.6 and a horsehide liner. So there's a lot of variety in the reinforcement you can get. But I found that this belt, it's just a leather belt, but it's a 2-layer leather belt, which I think you can see on the side from the side view. And it's at least a 1/4 inch thick. This carries really well. I've used it for both inside the waistband and outside the waistband. So with the 1.5 inch width, I don't know if I would get reinforcement, but I might try one sometime with reinforcement just to see if it adds any value to it. Like I said, a lot of different colors, everything from black, dark brown, brown, medium brown, Cordovan, natural rustic. Different types of buckles. You can get chrome, stainless steel, brass, or nickel. And you can do different hole spacing as well. I went with the 7 holes at 3/4 inch apart, which I like, so I can fine tune the fit a little bit better than when you have an inch apart holes. But I mean, I definitely recommend a better belt. It's just this belt has held up really well. So I'll move on to the brown one. Brown one that I got, I can't remember which brown it was. I mean, this one I've also had for probably around 9 months. I don't remember for sure. This one's the narrower. This is only a 1/4 inch, or I'm sorry, a 1 1/4 inch belt width. And the reason I went with a 1 1/4 inch, why I also had one, narrower, is because I wear a lot of dress clothes for work, and I needed something that would fit in the belt loops. This one, it's worn a little bit more. I mean, it's not worn in a way where it's not functional, but you can see, I don't know if you can, there's a little more, distress of the color, which is fine. It actually doesn't really hurt the color that much. I also went with the 7-hole spacing 3/4 inch apart on this. I just want to talk a little bit about this buckle. I actually just got this buckle. It's a replacement buckle for the belt. So I think her name was Tracy from a Better Belt USA. I had emailed, it's been months ago, and said, hey, I had a buckle and the buckle was looking really worn, like the plating was coming off. And they responded right away and said, hey, did you try polishing it with brass polish? And I hadn't, so my first step was to get myself to the store to get some brass polish. Once I got the polish and I tried shining it on, the buckle I had on the belt, and you can see in this area that the plating is worn off, and then also in the area here the plating wore off. Well, I got to give them a lot of credit. The customer service at a Better Belt is excellent. That alone is reason enough to go to them for your leather belt, gun belt needs. Tracy followed up with me again months later because they hadn't heard back from me. And I said, you know what? I finally did get around to the store, and I tried polishing it up. It didn't work. And they offered to send me a new buckle, and they did. And so I just got this buckle a couple weeks ago, and I put it on. It's a little bit different style buckle. This one is pure brass. And it's also, it doesn't have the roller on it. So I'm just getting used to it now. I've only worn it a couple times with the new buckle, but again, what I wanted to point out there was the customer service is great. And you can go to their website and check them out. I mean, you pretty much find belts there from $35 to like $160 or $180. And this is the kind of the mid-range, or, you know, right around $64.95, I think, is what the Rough Rider goes for. The ultimate gun belt, as they call it, is $10 more, $74.95. And I'm probably going to be picking up one or two of those in the future here, because I'd really like to get a thin black one to go with my dress clothes, and I'd like to get a wider brown one that will go with more casual clothes. So I hope you enjoyed this video to learn a little bit more about a Better Belt USA. Thanks, YouTube.